Santa Monica Playhouse. Before the show begins, a brief reminder.
No eating inside the auditorium. However, drinks with lids may be brought into the theater.
The taking of any photographs or the operation of any electronic recording device is strictly prohibited.
Please turn off all cell phones and take a moment to look around you for the nearest available emergency exit.
Thank you.
He's coming home today!
Really?
He says he is!
Did he bring us the things we asked for?
He says he did!
Will he bring you a husband?
He doesn't say.
Beauty, you must marry.
First, you are the eldest.
That is the custom.
If you don't marry,
We'll all end up old maids.
like you.
Patience, all things in their proper order.
But Beauty, tending the house,
Drying our tears.
And your dishes.
wouldn't you rather have a man?
So, I may do all those things for him instead. He will have to be a very special man indeed.
Oh, he will be. Almost as special as my butcher.
And my baker.
I know you're eager for marriage, but are you certain these gentlemen really love you?
We've been trying to figure that out all morning.
Well, figure it out how.
By a brand new, most scientific method.
A scientific measure of love. That is something new. I've heard that with the carefulest calculations, one can estimate the span from star to star. The bumps on heads, the lumps on beds are useful indications to gauge the moon's gyrations, divine the constellations, figure complex navigations, and with a spyglass scan things from afar. Yet what most modern methodologies can say if really true or but a tease?
These. Does he love me or does he not? Like me a little, load me a lot. Will he incline me into the pot? Does he love me? Does he not?
Beheading daisies? Mother Nature might not approve.
In the name of science,
They might feel it. Perhaps we should not pluck them even for a vase.
You're too sensitive. People never believe innovative concepts at first.
someone always has to be the pioneer. There may be measures lately and pedantic to express the sudden sputters of the heart. But after confidence, then by breathing and romantic, we're just a bit more frantic. And muffled roll to dismember this poor planet. Deducing how and when those pleasures start.
And this is how the clever woman knows if love so sweetly comes or if love goes.
I suppose.
Does he love me? Does he not? Excuse me, dazzled by what I have found. Right for a courtship that's starting to run. Does he love me? Does he not?
If love is the question, there is the suggestion to give it some room to grow. One day he'll appear when it's right that he's here. You'll look in his eyes, they'll be kind and wise. You'll look, and he'll look, and you'll know.
How? With the power, with the potion, with the crystal, with the notion, with the glamour and devotion, with the spell, the charm, or lotion.
just no.
No! That's nothing but an out-of-date belief. With truly lackadaisical motif.
Breathe.
Now does he love me?
There,
Not
anywhere.
your heart ever frigid or hot.
Of me,
But he's here to trust.
like
Let us run what and thing he got. Hitting the sea, hitting the spot. Does he love me?
my love.
I know he loves me or not.
My gaggle of imps! No gentleman in his right mind would have you!
Our suitors will. And what about you, Beauty? What did the daisy tell you?
Oh, this? This is silly, it means nothing.
It means everything!
So, does he love you?
Who?
Your suitor, Pampasio?
Pompasio?
He's been here every single day since Papa left.
He's out of the question.
He's out of his mind with love.
Greetings and salutations!
No, simply out of his mind.
I can stay but a moment.
You cannot know how that makes me feel.
Don't be heartbroken.
Your wish is my command?
Oh, how well you hide your emotions. I know you tremble whenever I am near.
True.
We've been discussing scientific methods of measuring love.
Oh, with beauty is my subject. I could discourse on that theme for hours on end.
Do tell.
Your wish is my command. Contrary to popular opinion, love can be quantified with a high degree of accuracy. I have conducted numerous experiments.
Does he love her? Does he not? If he pursues her, will she be caught? Will she say yes when she's put on the spot? Will they be tying the
Not.
Beyond any shadow of a doubt that you and I are the perfect match. So, what is the answer to my proposal?
There is only one answer to your proposal.
I knew it. I cannot wait for your father to return home so I may beg for your hand.
You needn't wait.
Papa's returning home today.
I shall not move from this spot until I have asked for your hand.
Oh, Pompasio, if that is the case, I fear for your life. Papa is a ferocious man, over 7 feet tall, arms like tree trunks, a temper like a dragon. If he knows you visit us without his permission, what would he say?
He would say, "Who dares to visit my daughters without my permission? If I see his face, he is lost."
Oh, get me out of here! Oh, I'm running to a wall! Oh, my goodness!
Thank you, Papa, for your timely arrival.
Oh, Papa, you'll never guess.
We're getting married.
What?
If we could only find someone for Beauty first.
Girls, stop this nonsense. It's been 12 months since Papa's been gone. What did we say?
We miss you, Papa.
And?
What did you bring us?
Was it a pleasant journey, Papa?
It was the most eventful journey I have ever had. I traveled far and wide, through field and countryside. I hurried over mountain, heath, and water, to hold your hearts in thrall, brought all you wished for.
Aww.
I drove a sun and moon to please each other.
Me first.
No, me.
No, me.
Your shawl from silver spun,
But only one.
your mystic crystal ball,
But why so small?
2 torches of jeweled array.
What can we say? Only one. Why so small? What to say?
Say thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. Papa, there's still Beauty. You forgot her. What have you brought her?
Having Papa home is the only present I need.
But what did you wish for?
A rose.
Oh, it should have been the simplest wish to grant, and yet that rose will mean my death.
Your death? Oh, Papa, you're exaggerating.
Well, not at all. For the rest, I had but to sell 6 horses, bargain with the miser, and sign away my entire gold trade. Then
again. Good bargains newly found, my coach was homeward bound, when I espied a most delightful bower, right in its mistle rose, with blush recalling those in my sweet beauty's cheeks. I plucked that flower, I touched its stem, and there arose a rumble. Then came a man whose presence made me humble and stumble, so frightening my resolve began to crumble. I dare not even call him man, much less was he and more. A beast in human dress was he, a mess was he, and less was he, a monster to a whore. He said my life he'd save if I but gave the damsel fair who chose to have that rose to him, to my dismay this very day. Oh, that name, oh, that rose. What to say? Say no, dear papa. Yes, sweet papa. Then with rose quite firmly still in hand, he said something I didn't quite understand. Rose by any name is still as sweet. A kiss still calls a heart to skip a beat. A rhyme may still enhance the finest prose. A rose by any name is just a rose. But this rose, this rose. I understand. I was afraid you'd say that. Your smiles are grief with shame. For I reserve the blame. Our beauty he will have within his power. Where? In his tower. When? Within the hour. Oh. I do not let you go, beauty. I will return.
It is right for me to go, Papa. I feel it.
Does this mean there won't be a wedding?
Oh, hush! Now, beauty, you must go to his castle tonight by magic.
Magic? Poor lonely man. To threaten Papa for a rose?
I will be a poor lonely man when you go.
But Papa, you have us!
I know.
I'll get your things, beauty.
Thank you. Now, don't forget to go to bed at a reasonable hour. Eat sensibly. Never see your suitors without a proper chaperone. And remember, Papa takes his tea at first light.
We're not helpless wallflowers.
Just because we're pretty doesn't mean we don't know
Anything.
Tea. Tea. First, some flour.
No, it's the vinegar.
Silly, it's the salt.
Beauty.
You don't have to do this. I want to. I go to fulfill a destiny fierce, yet fair, as the rose is thorny, yet beautiful. A rose by any name is never bleak. A tear still trickles sadly down this cheek. Goodbye still strikes the self-same aching pulse. A rose is just a rose, except the one I chose. A rose by any name is just a rose. I wished for but a rose. Hello? Is anybody here? You could say I'll be with you in a moment. It's not polite to leave your company unattended.
I had no intentions of being polite. And you are not company.
I like direct answers. They call you Beast?
They call you beauty?
My family does.
Your family has a a sense of humor. I might call you Simple Sally, or even Plain Jane, or Modest Matilda, with your humble gown and that ridiculous little white cap. You are anything but a beauty.
I won't argue with you.
A wise decision.
Not because I'm afraid, because I agree.
Have no illusions about yourself, and you are proud of it. You have spunk, my lady.
And I am not your lady.
To hear your father speak, you are no one's lady.
That's right. For most men are like you.
Really? Am I not more beastly, more savage than the rest?
On the contrary, you are quite average.
Average? Me?
If anything, you are less beastly than most. For you do not hide your basic nature.
Then we are two of a kind.
I don't think so. Now, you've brought me here for a reason. What are my duties? Shall I polish the silver?
I eat with my hands. I'm a beast, remember?
You make it impossible not to. Shall I tidy your books?
I never read.
So I guessed. Shall I prune your roses?
Never touch the roses! My life depends on them.
You exaggerate. You're like Papa.
I don't take what doesn't belong to me.
Then why am I here?
Payment for what he stole. He did it for you, after all.
A life in exchange for one rose? A lopsided bargain?
You wouldn't understand.
Would you care to explain? I see. Shall I brush off your cape? You've gotten dust on it somehow.
My magic will take care of that. My magic takes care of everything.
I don't see how.
Perhaps this will help you see more clearly. As long as you do not attempt to leave the castle, my magic will grant any of your wishes.
I prefer to do things for myself. You might feel better if you did the same.
I haven't had a nanny in more years than I can remember. Do not treat me like a child.
I treat people as they act.
I do not act like a child! I am lord of this domain and everyone in it. I am in command. I do what I want, pursue what I taunt. I follow my every whim. Don't bet you can make me toe the line. Your odds will be less than slim. I'm daring and grand and fair and command them. Jump, they inquire how high. I eat anything that's low or fine. Anything.
Anything?
Anything but humble pie. I take pains to lick my fingers. For a platter I use the floor. The remains of my dinner lingers on my chin for a week or more. I sink in a heap at sunup if I think to sleep at all. No stroke does grace these hands, this face. No gentle word from his lips is heard. And when I defy white and full of pride I call. In the mood to survive if you stay alive, don't worry what to do. For nobody fastens chains on me. Nobody pulls the reins on me.
Nobody.
Least of all
You flexed your claws, you're vexed because you're filled with an apprehension.
I'm a beast, I'm wild, I can't be tamed.
Please, poor child, you can't be blamed. No one's claimed your attention.
I'm undaunted.
Perhaps unwanted.
I don't like what you allude to.
Don't interrupt, it's rude to.
I will if I'm in the mood to.
Don't snap your lip.
Crack your whip, I'll hold my breath till I deflate.
We'll wait.
I don't hear you.
I won't fear you.
The last word will be mine.
That's fine.
It's mine.
It's fine.
It's mine.
Fine.
Mine.
Fine.
Mine. 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 You give in? I knew I'd win.
But I'm not a creature who is turning blue.
Ooh, I get what I please. I sweat, I sneeze, and wipe off on my sleeve. And if you don't like the things you see,
wish is my command.
Don't go!
Don't go what?
Don't go what?
Don't go.
Don't go. Please!
Of course I'll stay.
I can't believe
I stood up to him.
she stood up to me
that way.
and still I say I do not choose.
Oh,
I think and flatly refuse to shrink and yield to your point of view. Remember that no one fetters me.
then it's a change we better see.
Nobody.
First, a home-cooked meal.
Nobody.
And a story before you go to bed.
Nobody.
We're gonna get along just fine.
But maybe you?
Waiting, we're waiting. Our liveliness is fast inflating. There's nobody around to dry a tear, to tie a shiny bow for Calamere.
Now just a tiny moment, I'm still here.
We're counting down the score of ways to pass the boring days till beauty will be home with us once more. 2, 3,
4 weeks already. And yet I cannot remember a time she was not here. I'm not ashamed that she is with me and not you. She came here willingly. She came here willingly. The first part of the spell has been fulfilled. Perhaps there is hope for this poor beast after all.
Beast!
Don't!
My sisters are here?
Moving pictures. The magic allows me to view the world outside.
So, that's what you do with your time. You watch other people's lives.
For yourself.
And less rewarding. We'll make it go away. Like this?
Don't do that!
It's not polite to eavesdrop.
When you have no life of your own, you take what you can get!
I feel faint.
I'm getting the vapors.
Papa, what is
Oh,
it?
it's one of those on again, off again days.
Don't you miss them?
Terribly. But a lady grieves in private, and a gentleman does not pry.
I have told you every day for the past 4 weeks that I am no gentleman.
And I have told you every day for the past 4 weeks that you can easily become one.
It's not as simple as that. I am under a spell.
A spell? A magical spell?
Yes, of course, a magical spell. What kind of other spell is there?
I didn't know.
Now you do.
Tell me. Please.
Very well. In my youth, I was what you would call
Beastly?
played with women's hearts as if they were baubles. One of those women wanted to marry me. She was a witch.
No name calling.
No, she was a witch. I told her, let my life's blood be sucked dry by the thorns of that rose bush, but I will never take you for my bride. That did not put her in the kindliest of humors. She cast a spell on me, putting my inner beastliness on the outside and entwining my life with the roses. The roses sustain me, entertain me, and the magic maintains us all. Every time one wilts, part of me does too. And if the last rose dies on the vine and I am still a beast, I shall die as well.
So that is why the roses are so important. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I was ashamed.
And I am ashamed. I was so certain of my own opinion of you. I didn't see there could be another answer.
Perhaps now you will take some pity on this poor beast and not badger him so.
On the contrary, fate has brought me here to turn you into a gentleman. By the time we are through, you will go to sleep at a reasonable hour, drink without dribbling, care for others, and have the manners of a prince.
No, 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 no! I cannot change for you or for anyone, and that is final.
Waiting, we're waiting, and as the house are past just mating. 3 pence I've happily earned. I read a book. We share common sense and learn to cook.
And I should 37 pounds just look.
And while we contemplate dear beauty's body and stimulating fate, we're promptly marking off each date. 6, 7, 8,
Lumps of coal in your tea, Papa.
with plenty of hot watermelon.
And some thick cream of wheat.
It's just the way I like it.
It's been 8 weeks and I still hate tea.
It isn't the tea that's important, but the cup.
No, that's backwards. It's what's on the inside that counts.
With people, yes. Sip again, and try not to slurp.
Do you give up?
No. It's like polishing a piece of silver, so caked with grime, so crusted with neglect, so frightfully loathsome. You wonder if it's even worth saving. Then you really want to apply the elbow grease.
Oh, grease away.
All right. I've decided to begin your dancing lessons.
Dancing lessons? Absolutely not. Everything else you have taught me has purpose. Reading for understanding and pleasure. Elocution for understanding of others. Humor to make one laugh. But dancing lessons, I absolutely refuse.
Waiting, but not quite so waiting. At the whereabouts of sire, she at last abating. With what was the reason? No longer quite so clear. There's somebody or something who's not here. We only know it's been 1 year since. What?
It's hopeless. I'm sorry. We've been doing the same step for 8 months. Sorry. I still, sorry, can't dance.
You must find a reason like with everything else.
Sorry, there is no reason. For whom do I learn this? I'm locked away in my castle.
One never knows, but one must always be prepared. One day she'll appear, when it's right that she's here. You'll look in her eyes, there'll be no surprise.
I'll look.
And she'll look, and you'll know.
Sorry. That's hopeless. I am still no gentleman.
But you're making great leaps.
That is what a beast does best. It's the first time you've ever laughed at one of my jokes.
It's the first time you've ever made one.
Really? I changed so much then.
All of a sudden, everything's changed. The feeling's so strong that what's right may be wrong. A brazen perspective would play me.
I'm feeling so strange that I want this change without knowing it. Urge to tame me. I cannot explain it, but cannot restrain it from letting the sunlight inflame me.
Do I dare propose it differently than I ever have been before? To reach the threshold differently without knocking at the door? To be subject to no boisterous cloying claustrophobic protocol? Deciding from my heart alone which protocol my own? Do I bear my fabulous platitudes, give them recklessly the gate? Do I share these newfound platitudes? Taste them, explore them, displace them, adore them, embrace them, or ignore them? It's a modest proposal, quite the oddest proposal. I'm not certain it is proper to relate, for it would indicate that a woman, most any woman, but first this woman, will be the mistress of her fate.
once I played that tradition, and my fellows made me heir to. Do I dare to replace the brutal word, the iron fist, the honest laugh and cheek demurely kissed? A bizarre notion, a man with sweet emotion. Can such a man exist? I propose to let the beast with instinct missing or relate. This is one endangered species that is much better off extinct. Not a modest proposal, it's the broadest proposal that can cause my very essence to deflate or mutate. Am I crazy to disclose what would cause me to propose it? It must be something I hate.
What was that?
The celebration supper.
What celebration?
Oh, did we forget to tell you?
Oops. They proposed, Papa.
What?
They proposed, Papa.
Who?
The butcher,
The baker.
the real heartbreakers. They took us in the garden. On their knees, they said, please,
Mine had a wheeze.
mine a cough and a sneeze. They were nervous, afraid they don't deserve us.
And your reply,
Why can't you guess? We said yes by your leave, Papa. Only leave, Papa. Already set the date. Say the word.
great.
If you can hear me, please come home. We need you. Family. That's what's been missing all these months.
I wouldn't know, never having had one.
But it was there when we looked at each other just now. That special bond. I felt as though I just found my long-lost brother.
Brother?
Things will be different between us from now on.
Brother?
You'll see.
I propose to change the rules once I play that plantation, and my fellows made me heir to. Do I dare to replace the apple door? I subject to the most flawless just a whirling kiss. From my soul, which protocol and sweet emotion.
They
Such a
proposed. The butcher, the baker, the face them artist, bring them, they taste them, ignore them, make them right together. She's or ignore them, the bees are a modest proposal, praise the God, is the face of my concern. I reply why we said yes.
Take my love to put a new face on my face.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Santa Monica Playhouse.
It's intermission now.
And as you can see, we're not very good at cooking, but you're all so much more fortunate.
Well, you get to go outside and have some fresh snacks and maybe some coffee or tea. And let's just hope we can get it all sorted before the big day.
Keep your fingers crossed. Celebrating. There's something very old and new. There's something that I borrowed something too.
And there's a guest that's missing.
Wonder who? We're counting down the hours until it's time to toss the flowers. 24, 23, 22, 21.
The wedding is tomorrow and nothing is done. Transcribe the music for the bridegroom.
Right away, Papa.
And begin the recipe for the wedding cake.
Right away, Papa.
She's marrying a baker. Why isn't he baking the cake? That way it would be edible.
Beauty, wait! Want you to see your sisters together.
I'd like to see that one myself.
You!
Glad to see me.
I'm enchanted.
Of course you are. 2 brides, 2 weddings. Care to make it 3?
Beauty and I have never discussed.
Beauty? You end up with me or with no one.
Before I would marry you, I would...
Careful! Remember what happened last time.
Explain that I could not be a suitable husband for so spellbinding a woman.
Your rejections are becoming more elegant.
Beauty is helping me become a gentleman before the last rose dies.
The little busybody is training you well.
She is not training me. She cares about me.
Dream on. I didn't say if you could get someone to like you, I'll lift the spell. I really like my Doberman Pinscher, but that's not what I had in mind.
If there is an ounce of kindness in you, if you care at all about the pain of others, please lift your spell.
There isn't, I'm not, and I won't. I've invested a lot of spell power on you. Be grateful that I gave you the ring. Magic doesn't grow on rose bushes, you know. Lift the spell. I've come to reinforce it.
Your spell cannot last forever. Someone will love me.
But not Beauty. She won't marry you. She won't love you. She wants to leave you.
Leave me? She's never said a word.
She's just biding her time.
I could let her go. She'd come back.
Come back. Her kind, not to you. Once a beast, always a beast. Moods, erratic, spirit, passion, peace. She'll flee as though her path were green.
She said my kindness has increased.
Once a beast, always a beast. And there's nothing like a priest. Passions rising up like yeast.
My self-control's improved at least.
A beast is a beast, as a rose is a rose, and an adage that no one would rightly oppose. A pose is a pose, being lyric or prose, only bent is the pose of a form proposal. And outstretched, point the toes, purse the lips, eyelids closed.
No, no, no! 100,000 no!
Strike the pose, a nose by any name will smell the same. And blows when struck with malice lead to shame.
A beast can change, I'll prove it when she goes.
You let her leave.
I could.
She'd never come back.
She would.
A beauty and a beast.
Why not?
Some things never change. It just can't happen. A scratch by any name still soothes an itch.
A witch by any name is still a bitch, charming, mostly bilious.
That will never be released. A beast will never be a beast. The heart of beauty froze when first this beast arose.
And yet without a thorn, she's not a rose.
She'll never be your
Are you all right? The roses were acting so strange.
Little irregular magic is all. Beauty, there's something you need to see.
You know it's unseemly to snoop. Let's have a look.
My baker says no cake is sweeter than my smile.
My butcher says that his best hen doesn't cackle as well as I do. I wonder if he'll say the same thing after the wedding ceremony.
Their dreams are coming true at last.
Where are your dreams?
Packed away in a little hope chest with the doll clothes and dried flowers and mothballs.
Your sisters have chosen fitting suitors. Perhaps daisies are more valuable than roses after all.
Daisies?
Does he love me? Does he not?
You were spying on me?
It was before you tamed me. It was allowed.
Touché. Think of it. 2 weddings. But the eldest is supposed to marry first.
That can easily be solved. I shall marry you.
You?
Unless you prefer your other suitor.
There are certain magnetic attractions that can be calculated with esoteric formulae down to the nearest
For a
percentage.
moment, it seemed you and he were the same person. But you are much more the gentleman.
Then marry me, and all will be proper.
Oh, beast. The sacrifice is too great.
Am I so terrible then? Worse than Pomposio?
You would be making the sacrifice.
Not at all.
People must marry for love. You do not love me. So, I cannot accept your most generous offer.
Not upset your sisters are marrying out of order?
They're a little out of order anyhow. The old beauty might have been vexed. The new beauty is proud and happy. You've taught me well. If only I could be there to wish them well.
Your wish is my command.
You mean?
Without you, they'll blow up the entire kitchen for sure. I can't have that hanging on my conscience.
Oh, Beast! You are a gentleman! You will conquer those roses, I know it! Now that I'm going away, there's so much I want to say to you.
And I to you. But hurry! The ceremony begins in less than 1 hour.
I'll try. I vow the world reflection of rules and regulations of the floweries to passions were but flourishing in the nation. So I locked away all ardor and hope is more than hopeless. We can try to get harder, get to go more and to mold less. You have stood very for me, that there is spontaneity, and will bore me with mystery and gaiety. I'm heading over healing, dentition, spreading speaker, but it's such a splendid feeling. Bring it on a little quicker.
We're not looking back through a rosy colored glass.
We know where we're going through, the room will let us pass.
You won't burst our bubble. If there's trouble, we don't pick her, we don't care. In fact, we're daring it to go a little quicker. I've never heard you babble before.
What did you have to tell me?
Nothing much, just 1 or 2 little words. I've always thought to measure life as chains of misadventures, nothing called bits of pleasure into states of brutal censures. Yet when ancient serving wise and comprehensible, new topic you could maybe realize it was insensibly myopic. Now I'm fresh with what I capture all contingencies before me for the desolated rapture where they only used to know me. I am safer, any chance that you can lead, I'm a checker. If I want to be the dead man, I'll just go a little quicker.
We are doing as we tell you, ring around the rose.
We can't dilly-dally, double, I will record goes. If you want to beat the clock, go watch a moment's flicker with the pieces like that you just go a little quicker.
I'll worry about you the whole time. Don't forget to eat properly, water the roses, practice every day. Promise you won't give up, no matter how difficult it may seem.
I promise.
I'll leave you a list of extra lessons, just in case.
I should have let her father keep that rose. If we don't battle stoically, the song smell of roses will
Freely, heroically, be falling on our noses.
So the rose by any other name might be a pretty posy.
So the rose we in the smother should is anything but cozy.
So we've got a situation that is nothing less than thorny as a body that quotations from the thing and true according. No, the rose are deacon, those regarding temperature and singer, which is why we have to try and carry on a little quicker. We must assist tackle this approaching clean by error closer to the fatal thorn in our design. We will never trouble as we hold up the paper in the paper roses, so we will up a little quicker. No, we don't double trouble deeper with the roses and these roses. Let's go a little quicker. Go prepare. I hate long goodbyes.
I'll go prepare. Thank you, Beast. You've shown me that dreams really can come true.
So she did want to leave. All of this time, it'll be a cold and lonely castle when she is gone as it was before she came. Spark her wit as I stepped on her toes, but surely was not meant to shame me. The gleam in her eyes as I kept back the rose, intended to tease, not to blame me. The warmth of her smile when I leapt to propose, why she felt Valerie came. She will come back. I know she will. Beauty, a little going away present for you. I hope you like it.
It's lovely. One more thing to thank you for.
The ring will obey your every command.
I can't take your magic ring.
You are the magic in my life, Beauty. Without you, anything this ring can conjure is quite meaningless.
Without it, you'll have to
Cook for myself, sweep, make my own bed, and I can't spy on anyone either. It's everything you could ever wish for. But There are 3 things you must promise me. First, you must never remove the ring. If you do, you will instantly forget me and all that has happened here.
I will not forget you, beast. Ring or no ring.
I take you at your word. Second, you must return within 1 fortnight. That is the longest I can be without the magic.
In 2 weeks, I shall return.
And third, you must never again put on that ridiculous little white cap.
I'll think about it.
And now, since I cannot escort you personally, my lady, may I have this dance?
With pleasure, my lord. Thank you, beast, for everything.
What am I giving you that harsh words of frustration?
You've given me a reason to smile. If I've taught you to hold back, you've taught me to let go.
As I must now let you go.
You mind my leaving, don't you?
Of course I mind. I can't hide my feelings away in a little box with mothballs and dried flowers.
Then, why are you letting me go?
Because I'm still a selfish beast at heart. If you remain here unhappy, the quality of your work will suffer, and that would annoy me to no end.
Annoy you? That is the only reason?
Yes. And why are you concerned about leaving me?
Because I don't want your hard work to have been in vain.
Exactly. Our work is our bond. Does that disturb you, my lady?
Not at all, my lord. Not at all.
I can't believe
I backed down from him.
she backed down from me that way.
There's more to say.
I propose to speak my mind and not reveal.
Do I dare propose to let my heart reveal?
Do I dare to? I propose. I can't. It has to come from her. The spell remains unbroken.
I propose. I can always dream if the thoughts remain unspoken.
One word I might, I how I will, I can't right now before it's too late. I propose to wait.
Or I can't adjust your wimples.
They're getting married. They should be able to adjust their own wimples, but thank you for helping. We're glad you're home.
We're glad you're home, beauty.
You weren't out of our minds for a second.
Beast was kind to let me come.
And
You look lovely.
must be the dress.
Beast gave it to me.
And
How did you get here? Well, Beast gave me his magic ring. How long can you stay? The ring will take me back to him within a fortnight.
you don't want to go back, do you?
I gave my word.
But beauty, Papa can't do everything. We need you. There's the cake to be iced and the candles to trim. There's mulled wine to be spiced and the pudding to skim. Do it all if you choose, just as long as you're done. Before we've begun our I-news. It'll be the perfect wedding, with a joy and while we're spreading. We know where we're heading. It's a rocky road you're treading, and a complex horse we're threading. Singleness we're shedding, so we smile. We've been given 20 tapers, bowls of heather, jars of capers, plenty drinking vessels, 14 carpets filled and braided. Just tell me whether they can be traded. 30 quarters and pencils, what a pile. 97 guests attending, and all the gold I will be spending means a happy ending. Our plans have been so cunning, you will admit we look quite stunning. We are off and running straight down the aisle.
My little imps, don't confuse a wedding with wedlock.
What do you know about the bonds between man and woman?
Do not count on the dowry holding your mate. The work begins now where he'll go. Do not wait on him. And for your love,
No!
nor he wait on you.
Oh?
and be ever new for your love. Must be all he requires, all he desires is poetry and prose, his baby and his parrot, apprentice and knight errant, his fervor, his whistle, his thistle and his rose, the wind in his willow, his dartboard and his pillow, his freedom, fence and fields. If he's tempted by rancor, you are his anger, his buttress, his charmer, his armor, his shields, a hat for all reasons, a woman for all seasons, his master, his mouse. And if his love is true, he will be the same for you. The perfect suitor, gentleman, and sweetheart, and spouse. Remember that, and you'll live happily ever after.
I like the part about the hats.
I thought the hardest thing about marriage was cooking.
Was that the cake?
Cake, that was the whole kitchen.
Beast was right.
She has to stay. It's for her own good.
She's changed. The beast has but dangerous thoughts in her head.
What if we take the ring?
That way she can't go back, but
She's not breaking her promise. The cake?
A bit brown around the edges. We'll say it's chocolate.
Beauty, could I borrow that ring? It would look lovely with my gown.
I promised Beast I wouldn't take it off.
for your own sister, how could he mind?
I'll give it back to you, Beauty, after the ceremony.
50 years after?
The ring, Beauty.
Now!
Baby, parents, any prejudice, parents, ready. Beginning know where we're heading. Know these miles. We've been in this willow. Keepers, Arthur, Heather, Jello. Keepers, Ryder. Sanger. Who knows? Gets attending hell. Will be ready. Needs a happy ending. They're like the wind in my ears and calling me near.
No more waiting.
I'm waiting.
No debating.
Why am I waiting? She's home for good and from me straight down the
Beauty! Where are you? God. Or was she ever really here? Dreams, come softly dreams, and sweep away the cobwebs of my nightmare. Dreams, life it seems, may hover around the edges of my gaze. My vision strays, yet she was right. Where magic lies, an angel touched my soul, and in that instant stole my heart. Wonder, are we love? The mage glance, sweet embrace, a shadowed face gave up its dark disguise and found its place there where the magic
lies. I know I must belong. The emperor of its song so sweetly lingers. Snap your fingers. Make real once more the echoes in your mind. But how to find the land of no goodbyes when all are blind to where the magic lies? Was there a storm? Laughter held me warm. A wind dispelled the clouds from the skies alone. Walking hand in hand there, the world at our command there. I still see us stand there. Me and who?
where the magic lies. Each cherished dream was mine. The sun would always shine. It was always so fine. Love enchanted,
It's not so hard to fathom as it seems. For in your dreams, the magic never dies. And in your dreams is where the magic lies.
Here's daisies for you. That's for judgment. And roses for life. Here's parsley and sage for wisdom. Rosemary for remembrance. What was I supposed to remember? And time? I've lost track of the time.
You should have taken the ring.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Without his magic.
The beast is long gone.
For many years.
6 months she has been gone. Why did I let her go? It was not proper to make her stay. Why didn't I tell her how I felt? Because I didn't know. Why did I make fun of that ridiculous little white hat? Because it was a ridiculous little white hat. If she were here now, she could wear 1,000 ridiculous little white caps and I'd think her most beautiful. So why do I know this now, when she is not here, so I can tell her how I feel? Where the magic lies, it isn't hard to climb from once upon a time to happy ending. How heartrending to awaken and find you were mistaken. To open up your eyes and realize the magic lies.
Poor Beauty. I should have never let you go.
What am I looking for?
I was a coward, too willing to admit that your destiny was in the hands of this beast of a beast.
Where is it? What is it? Was it this? No, it couldn't have been. Was it this? How about this? No, that's not right either. Why can't I remember? Not these flowers, not these cloth dolls, not this pillow, not these trough stalls, not these sachets, not these raw shells, not these mothballs. 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 Mothballs! Is the ceremony starting? Oh, my gaggle of imps married! And me, an old maid. How unconventional. Beast said I might stay a fortnight, but I couldn't leave him alone for 2 whole weeks. The castle would be a shambles if I... What is it? What's wrong?
Beauty, you've been gone longer than you suppose.
How long?
After the celebration, you sank into a stupor and...
How long?
6 months.
6 months? Then my beast is... I have to go to him. Oh, if only it's not too late!
We did it for you, Beauty!
Please don't be upset.
And don't forget
Your cave.
Beast? Beast, where are you? It's not polite to leave your company unattended. Beast! Beast! My poor beast. How beautiful you are to me now. Perhaps I should not have tried to change you so very much. What you are is what I love. Gruff yet gentle. wild yet wise.
Beauty, you came back.
I promised, didn't I?
Lady always keeps her promises.
As does a gentleman. You promised never to give up.
The last rose has fallen from the vine. Some things even a gentleman cannot change.
Don't leave me, beast. While you lived in shadows, you bared my soul to the sun. I won't put it back in mothballs. I love you, beast. I love you. What have you done with my beast?
For you, my lady.
You thief! You plucked the roses. They were his life.
A fitting gift for one who has returned that life to him.
Where is my beast?
I am your beast. Does he love me? Does he not? For nobody fastens chains on me. Nobody pulls the reins on me. Nobody. Except for you.
It is you. But how?
The spell can only be broken if a woman willingly came to me and loved me unconditionally.
I do love you. I've always loved you.
And I you.
How sweet to conjure my family.
A little wedding gift, if you'll have me.
Where are we?
How did we get here?
What are you doing with
him? This is my beast.
Oh, beauty, you exaggerated.
He's no beast.
Enough! Signor Arcario, now that I am restored to my royal position, I promise to make amends for any hardships this whole situation may have caused.
Well, it was for the best. It gave all my daughters a chance for happiness. What they do with it is up to them. Although I still don't understand why I had to go through so much rigmarole for one tiny rose.
Oh, Beast was not entirely to blame, Papa. He was bewitched.
Greetings! Just thought I'd drop in. For a spell. Your daughter is quite right. The prince is bewitched, and he shall continue to be so for the rest of his life.
The spell has been broken. He is a man now, so no longer a beast.
My girl, you do have a lot to learn.
He has fulfilled your demands. He is free. Why have you come here?
To collect my bridegroom, of course.
No. I love him. Truly I do. You can't have him.
Him? What do I want with him? He's merely a handsome prince now. How tedious. The man that risked his life to steal one of my roses. That rogue, that scoundrel, that adventurer. That is who I'm after.
Beauty.
I'm charmed.
But of course.
Girls? Come meet your new stepmother?
We're going to be living in a bed of roses for the rest of our lives.
This firmly will dispel the rule we know so well. That says to judge a book just by its folder. He made her realize, when she looked in his eyes, that beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
When two girls wed, the third one gone, I thought I lost all daughters. Out of future bleak would force me to retire and take the waters. But I gained a son, I found a wife, and beauty's back in real time. And what's best of all, I can once more look forward to each meal time.
Where the magic lies, it isn't hard to glide from once upon a time to happy ending. I'll be spending a lifetime making happy dreams come true. Because the magic lies in you. These are roses when he proposes, the blossom's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can take one more brief moment of your time before you leave. First and foremost, thank you for joining us for our production of All Male Beauty and the Beast for Pride 2017. This project has been a remarkable labor of love between the cast and crew here, and we thank you for being a part of our story this evening. This is our third year doing an all-male fairy story for the Pride Month, starting 2 years back with Cinderella, last year with Dorothy's Adventures in Oz, and we are excited to bring something new next summer. And speaking of next summer, we hope we can be here to entertain you all. As you all know, budget cuts and troubles with the arts are forefront in everyone's minds right now, so we do ask each and every one of you if you can put something into our Save the Santa Monica Playhouse basket as you leave. There is no donation that is too small and no amount that will go unappreciated. We would love to be here for at least another 57 years in the city of Santa Monica, so hopefully everyone in the audience can bring their family next year and the year after and for the next many more years to come. Thank you for coming and thanks for listening.